Bro, okay, so let me take you back to Detroit's East Side, 2009, because this is where the story gets unhinged. You grow up in a house where the lights get shut off before payday, not after. Like the electric company just said, nah, we not even gonna fucking wait. Freight trains rolling past the scrapyard at the end of the block, hauling rebar to places you've literally only seen on a bus map you couldn't even afford to ride. And in your neighborhood, the one thing that shows up on time, every single time, no exceptions, the shutoff notice. That little yellow slip taped to the door like it's personally attacking you. Like, bro, I get it, I'm broke, you don't have to remind me in damn writing. Your dad's out at the scrapyard gate at 5:30 in the morning, just standing there praying the foreman picks him to load a truck for $55 cash. Bro is out here auditioning for a paycheck. Bad knee, doesn't say much, just vibes in silence like a tired action figure. Your mom's in a hospital basement folding linens, while upstairs there's real orchids in the lobby like it's a whole different planet. Downstairs, the dryers are so hot the air tastes like burnt cotton, and she comes home with the little travel soaps nobody else wants. So your bathroom shelf is stocked, sure, but you smell like a different Holiday Inn every week. Iconic, tragic, both. You're sharing a mattress with your sister until you're 16, bro. You both know exactly which corner has the murder spring in it. The wall's so thin you can hear your dad untying his boots at night, one slow breath per foot, and that's basically the sound of a man running on fumes. This isn't, we're just going through a rough patch. This is mathematically fucked. You watch the corner store mark up milk 40% because he knows nobody's got bus fare to the real grocery store 3 miles out. Being poor is literally a tax for not having money. Make it make damn sense. But you're sharp, like uncomfortably sharp. Your physics teacher, Miss Alvarez, who stopped expecting anything from this district back in 2011, tells you that you ask questions she can't answer, and she means it as a compliment, but you hear it as, you are so far from getting out of here. While other kids are out here trading sneakers, you're reading about power grids. Not the wiring, bro, the economics. Why does the blackout always hit your street first and the suburbs last? By 19, you understand load balancing better than the actual grown men running the utility company downtown. That knowledge is just sitting in your brain, humming, waiting to go the hell off. Then your dad's knee finally gives out on a random Thursday. Foreman doesn't call the next morning. Nobody even brings it up at dinner. There's nothing left to say. That's just how it ends. No closure, no arc, just silence. Fast forward, it's 2026, you're 23, living in a one-room rental in East Austin where coffee costs $8 and the air smells like cedar and construction dust, which is a wild upgrade from scrapyard smell, but okay. You dropped out of your program because they were training you to manage somebody else's grid and you wanted to own the actual wire. So you build something, not an app, no cute little splash screen, a whole settlement layer, bro. You're playing 4D chess while everyone else is still doing checkers. Here's the thing you notice. Rooftop solar, shared battery banks, all running on payment systems built for a world with landlines. So when somebody on your old block wants to buy 20 cents of stored power from a neighbor during a brownout, the utility eats 22% of it in fees because nobody trusts a 20-cent transaction. 20 cents. They're out here taxing pocket change like it's a damn wire transfer. So you build wick line. It clears these tiny power trays in 300 milliseconds, splits each trade into pieces, routes it through idle nodes, stitches it back together before the meter even ticks. You charge a fee of 1/40th of a cent. You post it on an engineering forum on a random Sunday night with $34 in your bank account and a headache from 3 energy drinks, and then you just pass out on a futon that's basically a laundry pile. You wake up Tuesday and your phone will not stop buzzing. A microgrid operator in Manila finds your code first, then a mining co-op in northern Chile. Nobody asked your permission, they just started plugging it in because it saves them real money. By 11 a.m., your server's on fire. By 4 p.m., you check the fee wallet and it says $940 million. Bro, you didn't pitch one single investor. You built a better wire, and half the developing world's power market started routing through your laptop. You're a near billionaire before you've even done laundry, and somehow it does not feel like winning. It feels like getting fucking repossessed. Within 8 hours, there's 2 matte black SUVs parked outside your building. Not cops, private risk consultants, because apparently, once you hit a certain number, you stop being a person and become a line item in somebody's threat model. They move you into a high-floor unit downtown where the air is so filtered it has literally no smell, and the quiet up there just rings in your ears like tinnitus. Silence never hit this damn different before. You buy your parents a whole house back in Michigan, 4 bedrooms, real driveway, actual grass instead of gravel, and you're thinking this is the moment your dad finally exhales. Nope, doesn't happen. Your mom's standing in this massive granite kitchen with a 6-burner range, and she microwaves leftovers anyway, then drives 35 minutes back to the old neighborhood for groceries because there's a cashier there who gives her the senior discount without making her ask twice. You realize, kind of devastatingly, that you didn't rescue her. You just yanked her out of the one place she still knew how to matter. Your dad's worse. You hand him a card with no limit. He uses it exactly once for a torque wrench set he'd wanted for 10 years, then drives right back to the scrapyard gate anyway. Not even to work, just to stand there at 5:30 a.m. near guys who still have somewhere to be. The hunger was never about the number, bro. It was the friction. Take that away, and your whole family's just 3 people sitting in rooms too damn big for them. So you go looking for somebody who does not see the number. Bar in East Austin, string lights, half-broken jukebox, very indie movie coded. You meet Priya, a grid technician who spends her actual days fighting the utility over $60 reconnect fees for people who can't pay them. She's tired in a way that feels more real than anyone you've met in months. For 3 weeks, you're just Danny, some freelance network guy. Breakfast tacos at midnight, walking the greenbelt till your legs are dead, talking about how rigged the grid is. For once, the hunger actually feels fed, not chased. Then you're at her apartment and her breaker panel trips twice while you're standing there. Old building, overloaded circuit, landlord's been getting to it for a year. And you catch yourself thinking you could rewire the whole complex by Friday, could straight up buy the block and fix every meter before lunch. That thought is a damn virus, bro. You can't just be with her. You're pricing out her problems in fractions of a cent in real time without even meaning to. Eventually, the security detail tracks your location, calls it an insurance gap, and says it right in front of her. She looks at the earpiece guys, then down at your shoes, the $900 minimalist sneakers you genuinely thought were unremarkable, and something in her face just closes up. Your wick line, she says, flat as concrete. You try the "I'm still the same guy" line. She's not having it. You didn't fix the meter, she says. You just made it quieter. And she doesn't even ask you for anything. She just asks you to leave. Absolutely fucking cooked. Devastated. No notes. It's early 2027. You're 24, sitting in a glass conference room on the 41st floor, across from the people who literally run 3 continental power grids, the exact friction you thought you'd erased. Turns out they didn't fight you, they just absorbed you. Wickline now clears settlement for 2 national grid operators. Shut it down, 40 million people lose power by winter. Lower the fee to help low-income users, a pension fund tied to grid bonds takes a hit big enough to make the news. So now you're Chief Protocol Officer, a gilded cage with your own name on the code and zero actual say over what it does. Weeks of meetings about equitable access frameworks, while the real numbers on the dashboard tell a much plainer story. The hunger's still there. Now it just feels like nausea.